Welcome back to the channel. In today's conversation, I want to speak to you about pickup truck delivery business 101. Everything you need to know to rake it in big time from the get-go. Here are the steps I want you to follow. Number one, you need to invest in the right truck or van. So if we are speaking about pickup truck, the most important piece to your hauling business is the truck itself, the pickup truck itself, okay? And the thing is, you can start pocketing money faster by leasing a used pickup truck instead of purchasing a brand new one. Now, if you have the resources, don't get me wrong, if you got the resources to buy a brand new pickup truck, go ahead. You also have to think about the load capacity here. Can it carry 2,000 pounds? Remember, while you can use half-ton vehicles to transport large items like furniture, you cannot safely haul more than a few items. One-ton vehicles like pickup trucks or even box trucks for that matter can easily make you more money since those trucks are capable of hauling much more, and therefore they will actually be a greater they will offer a greater return on your investment, ROI. So when we talk about the right pickup truck, make sure that you think about the needs, the kind of loads you are going to haul, and you also think about the potential customers you are going to serve. You also need to get the right equipment, boss. This is very important. While your pickup truck is your main piece of equipment, in order to get jobs done efficiently and without hurting yourself or others, you should also purchase things like dollies and bungee cords. Okay, so this equipment will help you prevent damage to the items you are hauling and therefore many future headaches and legal disputes. Very important, legal disputes, you don't want none of that. You want none of that, okay? So if you are hauling things like refrigerators, washing machines, and other appliances, you will want to purchase an appliance dolly. You also need basic tools for disassembly jobs if you are helping remove bulky furniture items that may not fit through doors. And other types of hauling equipment that you might need for your pickup truck delivery business include tarps, dolly, of course, I just mentioned dolly, hand truck, bungee cords, I already said that. You have ratchet straps, are very important also, and moving blankets. This is not an exhaustive list, but this kind of gives you an idea of all the kinds of pieces of equipment that you might need in your pickup truck delivery business. So, number one, you want to invest in the right pickup truck and equipment. Number two, you need to understand the business we're speaking about. Boss, it's really important. When we talk about the pickup truck delivery business, you need to understand that you can do a lot of things in this industry. Now, we need to have a clear idea about the types of hauling businesses. Pickup trucks are designed for transporting objects, so a hauling business is a natural fit. You want to target residential and small business customers, okay, because many commercial jobs may be too large for your truck. So this is really important. So based on our research, the average compact pickup truck can handle towing about 4,000 pounds, while a full-size pickup can tow double that amount. So you want to factor that into what type of services you want to offer. Very important. So for a heavy-duty hauling business, you will want a truck with a powerful V8 engine, but a V6 will work for smaller loads and is generally more fuel efficient. So you want to start by hauling junk and yard waste to landfills or disposal centers and transferring goods to and from storage facilities. Hauling small loads of firewood to city or suburban customers is a viable business in some areas. They will need a trailer in addition to the truck bed to haul a whole cord of wood. So one thing you need to understand here is that startup costs are low and you will not need much equipment, but dollies, furniture pads, and tie-down straps or nets are necessary equipment. So be aware of local regulations for securing loads in trucks. What I want to say here is that it's all about geography. Where are you, boss? You got to think about that. So, you have to think about the regulations. You have to think about the types of customers you are serving and the type of equipment, the type of material you will be hauling, okay? And when we talk about the types of hauling businesses, you can do courier and delivery businesses, okay? You can do landscaping and yard work. You can do cleaning and maintenance services. You can do mobile services and trades. So it's really, it depends on the geography. For example, when we speak about mobile services and trades, if you possess, let's say, a skilled trade such as carpentry, plumbing, or electrical work, a pickup truck can be the backbone of your handyman service, okay? And what I'm trying to say here is if you cannot haul for other people, you can actually use the pickup truck yourself and just do something else, okay? Monetize it. But the most important thing is that you can actually do a lot of things. You can contract with small businesses to deliver goods to retail customers, such as furniture, small appliances, or gardening and nursing and nursery supplies. Very important. Step number 3, boss, you need to get legit. Now, I just want to remind you that we are speaking about pickup truck delivery business 101. The steps you need to follow. Step number 1, understand the business. Step number 1, you want to get the right equipment and vehicle. Number 2, you need to understand the business we are speaking about. Number 3, you need to get legit. When we talk about getting legit, there are a couple of things you need to do, boss. I want you to register your hauling business right now. And depending on the states where you're at and the city, you might need to register with state authorities and city or county authorities, okay? And you basically it means what? It means that you have to have the right legal structure for your business, okay? Are you an S Corp? Are you a C Corp? Are you an LLC, a limited liability company? Do you want to be a sole proprietorship, which I don't really advise you anyway, because you want to preserve your personal assets from anything, because anything can happen. So you want to have legal liability preservation. So the best way to do this is to have a company, okay? An LLC is the easiest. And so you want to register your business. And one thing I want to say here is that LLC laws vary by state. So check out local resources such as the Chamber of Commerce, the city clerk, the zoning and planning department, or other local offices to assist with registering your hauling business, okay? And you consider being an independent contractor, because as an independent contractor, you are considered self-employed, and you will then be paying self-employment taxes. You can still be hired by another company or person to do the job, but how you go about completing it is determined by you. It really depends on you, okay? And one thing I want to say here is that you want to research state licensing requirements. If you plan on operating locally within the same state, look into your local requirements for operating an intrastate pickup truck delivery business. And you also want to think about what the conditions are, okay? Depending on what you plan on hauling, the size of your pickup truck, and your state regulations, you may need to obtain a commercial driver's license. And you want to familiarize yourself with your state requirements for the items you plan on hauling. Are those items federally sensitive? Are they hazmat? Are they perishable and whatnot? So you want to have a clear idea of what the conditions are. For example, if you plan on working in the junk removal industry and maybe hauling hazmat waste, okay, hazardous waste, you need to be aware of proper disposal processes in your county. Very important, because those regulatory fines can be really steep, and you don't want to be on the wrong side of the law. Step number 4. You need to start monetizing your business model. In other words, start making money, bringing money, okay? If you have a pickup truck delivery business, there are a lot of ways you can actually make money. Remember that before we speak about the ways you can make money, remember that size always matter. Size always matter. For example, a half-ton pickup truck may have a small 6-cylinder engine of about 3.0 size, or a half-a-ton pickup truck may have an 8-cylinder engine of 5.0 size or larger. So engine size dictates how much a vehicle can tow. Trailer weight plus load. Compared to a half-a-ton pickup truck, a 1-ton pickup truck has a more beefed up chassis, okay? A 1-ton will be able to handle a load of gravel or mulch. A half-ton may be challenged by too heavy a load. So there are box trucks which are enclosed with tall cargo vans, okay? You also need to think about the types of trailers. So trailers by type. So trailers are specific to the task. There are landscape-style trailers with load sides in various lengths. There are enclosed trailers, also called cargo trailers, which are completely enclosed. And there are dump trailers open to the elements. So your requirements are that you are a truck owner with a valid driver's license and vehicle insurance. So if you are going to use a pickup truck and trailer, you will need a tow hitch, wiring to provide lights to the trailer, and electric brakes to hold anything that weighs more than 3,000 pounds. So this is really important. And what I want to say here is that when we speak about the kind of ways you can make money, you have a delivery services for food, for example, okay? You can offer delivery services for landscaping, business, and construction supplies, okay? And you can do a delivery for local businesses. So what I'm trying to say here is that you have a constellation of options here. When we speak about delivery services for food, for example, I'm not speaking about the food itself. You can actually work with catering services. Okay, you can work with corporate events, for example. So you are actually holding not small dishes, not piecemeal dishes, if you were to think about it that way. But you are speaking about delivering cargoes of food. Okay, and that when we talk about landscaping business and construction suppliers, you have to think about what really works for you in your area. So to cover a yard area with mulch, gravel, or paving stones, the average homeowner or the average developer, for example, will have to make numerous trips to whatever the construction site is, and this is where you can actually help. Okay, and also you can actually deliver very bulky items to local pharmacies, for example, to auto parts and tire distributors, to furniture stores, okay, community yard sales, and there are a lot of things you can do. We are still talking about how to make money with your pickup truck. Now you can actually provide deliveries by towing. Okay, this is not the same thing as becoming a towing company with a specialized truck to haul disabled or damaged vehicles. This is using your pickup truck to actually tow other vehicles. Okay, now you can make good money using your pickup truck as a towing service to haul items such as boats and RVs. Make sure that you check your tow weight capacity. Okay, towable RVs need to be inspected annually, so there's a big chunk of time out of the owner's day. You can actually take the RV to the dealership or inspection garage and pick it up when it's finished. Okay, you can also move RVs from one dealer location to another as part of your towing services. So you can also provide junk removal business and moving services. You can provide them with delivery services. Okay, one thing that's very important you have to understand, depending on your geography, junk removal services are needed by homeowners and office complex owners because they need to be clean anyway. Okay, now residential and commercial properties are much more likely to sell when junk have been removed. Okay, now you have to think about the geography, make sure that you know your customers pretty well and that you are offering the right type of service. Also, you can provide snow plowing services. It is tough to compete against snow plow companies with huge fleets, but you can provide snow plow services as a subcontractor for those companies. A large truck with a plow may not fit into all the places that need to be cleaned of snow, but some snow plows are 8 feet wide. Okay, and the thing here is that you can find a niche within those companies with smaller, medium-duty trucks and a 6-foot plow. So this is really important. Now, remember, snow plowing is really hard on a truck's front end due to the weight of the plow and the wear and tear on brakes and wheel bearings. You will need special wiring to operate the plow controls up, down, and angle. So this is really what you need to know. The bottom line is what? The bottom line is I'm just giving you here a lot of opportunities, but you have to see which one really applies for your specific geography and your specific vehicle. Okay, and also you have to think about your own condition. I'm speaking about your own physical condition because not all jobs are not available. Not all jobs are possible for all pickup truck owners. It depends on your condition too. Step number 5. Boss, we are still talking about pickup truck delivery business 101, and I'm giving you the steps you need to follow to make sure that the business model is actually profitable for you. Step number 5, you need to evaluate your growth strategy. Now, the thing is that when you get yourself in the pickup truck delivery business, you have to constantly think about three things. The geography you're in other words, the location, your competitors, and your own vehicle. This trifecta is very important. Now let's talk about the first one, the geography where you're at now. I've given you a constellation of opportunities, but based on your location, some opportunities may not apply or some may apply. So you have to constantly shift things around and see what's possible in your specific area. You have to be very careful. You have to monitor trends. You have to see, it's all about seeing what the demand is and actually providing services that meet that demand. Okay, that's number 1. You have to think about your competitors. Do you have a lot of competitors in the area? Are those competitors well structured and financed and organized? In other words, are we speaking about other owner-operators, or are we speaking about companies? Okay, so you have to actually gauge your competition to know exactly whom you are up against. And the third thing is you have to think about your own condition. And by condition, I'm speaking about the vehicle, but also your physical condition. So this is something that's very important. So if you're thinking about growing in your city and getting not just one truck, but two, it's good to consider this early in the game, since for every new pickup truck you invest in, you open up an additional revenue stream for your hauling business. Keep in mind, however, then the more your truck costs, the more hours you're going to need to put in just to stay on top of payments before making any profits. Make sure you are servicing an area where there is enough demand to supply your investments, okay? And if you don't want to purchase a new pickup truck right now but need more cubic feet, you can also make a smaller investment and attach a trailer to your current vehicle. And so basically you can check out a few trailers that you can use to expand your cubic feet. So we're speaking about dump trailers, we are speaking about utility trailers and enclosed trailers. So it's all about what really can work for you. I want to talk to you now about step number 6. I want you to purchase liability and commercial insurance. Very important. Now, when we speak about commercial insurance for your pickup truck delivery business, this is important because you never know. Things happen, okay? You are going to need to get commercial insurance to protect your vehicle, along with liability insurance to protect your business. Those two things are important. So investing in insurance policies for your hauling business gives you peace of mind and opens more doors as it builds trust and credibility with customers. If you're planning to work completely and let's say independently, then you should get in touch with a commercial insurance broker to choose the best insurance option for starting your own independent hauling business, especially the one that's focused on pickup truck. Okay. Now, when we speak about business insurance needs, there's no requirements for insurance for a non-CDL delivery pickup truck business other than the state required liability insurance on the vehicle. With that said, it is always wise to protect yourself with commercial liability insurance that covers you from liability and protects the cargo you transport. Not only does this protect your business from a lawsuit, which could happen, it also gives clients confidence that you are a responsible business owner who takes all precautions to protect their cargo. Okay. Step number 7, you want to market your hauling services for your pickup truck delivery business. Okay. Now that you are all set to provide hauling services, you need to build your customer base. How do you do that? Well, you can start the affordable way and just spread the word with friends, family, and referrals. But eventually you want to invest in marketing and advertising. You have to. Now, at a minimum, what we have seen here is that if you have a website, this is cheap. You can have a one-page website. You don't need to have a website with multiple pages. No, just one page. You can have a landing page for that matter. Also, you can also make sure that you are present on social media. Very important, with Facebook being the number one. And again, I'm not asking you to create anything big here. You can just have a one page, or you can have your personal profile. And what you want to do is you want to interact with the relevant groups in town, so you know that you can actually talk about your services. And when we talk about marketing and advertising, the thing here is you have to consider all kinds of opportunities. You can place ads on online job boards such as Craigslist and GoShare. Okay, when focusing on your niche, find businesses that meet the criteria. For example, if you want to deliver furniture, meet with the owners of local furniture stores, consignment shops, and thrift stores that have furniture. Do a good job and build a positive reputation to gain long-term clients and repeat business. That's what you want anyway. If you have made it that far, let me give you a few pro tips before we close today's conversation. And there are a lot of creative pickup truck business ideas, and I want to share a few with you so that you can actually make money, because the whole thing is you want to make money over time, right? So from delivering to hauling business ideas, a pickup truck can be a versatile piece of equipment that offers plenty of opportunities to earn extra cash. So if you are looking for some great business ideas, you can start with a pickup truck. You can start with a pickup truck right now, but just make sure that you vary your sources of income. Sources of income are very important. Don't put all your eggs in the same basket, boss. Do not do this. So let me give you a few ideas. You can start a mobile locker truck. You can start an e-commerce order fulfillment business. Okay. You can start a seeds distribution business, and you can start a junk pickup business. Totally possible. You can start a landscaping business. Okay, you can actually start a food delivery business. Here we are speaking about, again, food cargos, not the individual, like somebody just buying from a restaurant. You're going to deliver that. You don't need to do that. You can start a moving service business. You can start a mobile truck advertising business. You can become a building materials transporter. This is totally possible. You can start a metal scraping business. You can actually start a truck rental business. You can start an appliance repair and delivery business. You can start a grocery delivery business. You can start a furniture delivery and assembling business. This is totally possible. This is actually a low barrier to entry business opportunity for a handy person with tools and a pickup truck. You can start an animal transportation business. You can start a boat transportation business. This is totally possible. You can start a towing service. I've said this before. Towing service refers to a licensed and insured business offering for hire motor carrier service for stalled vehicles or other vehicles requiring a towing service. And this is really important. You can start also a transport and logistic business, and you can start a pallet flipping business. So there are a lot of opportunities when you have a pickup truck. So basically, if your normal delivery / hauling business doesn't actually pick up real fast, you can actually do other things in the meantime. And with the whole thing is you want to generate revenue, right? You don't want to have a lot of OTR on your belt. You just want to generate revenue. So those are great opportunities. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I was just talking to you. Let me just recap here real quick. So pickup truck delivery business 101. Here are the steps. Number 1, invest in the right truck or van. Number 2, understand the business. Number 3, get legit. Number 4, start making money. Number 5, evaluate your growth strategy. Number 6, purchase liability and commercial insurance. Number 7, you want to market your hauling services. And I give you a few pro tips on how to make extra cash with your pickup truck. Thank you so much for your attention. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.